5:19, maayong hapon everyone. So, as I have said, hindi ko sinabi kay Kuya Kahil but I invited the family and friends over kasi guys, okay mamaya na, magmayong hapon muna ako. Maayong hapon sa inyong lahat. Ang bastos naman natin dito, no? Hindi tayo marunong sa amin sa Ilonggo siguro magbigay tahod magbigay galang. Maayong hapon kung nasaan man kayo ngayon. And of course, maraming salamat sa pag-welcome nyo sa aking anak na sa wakas teenager na. Lola na ako, guys. Kailangan ko na talaga mag-love life nito. Kaya mga anak ko nagalaki na. Uy, nagalaki na ang mga anak ko. Pwede na ako mag-love life niyan. Mr. Yiga, pakipirmahan naman ang divorce paper ko. Anyway, guys, since Kahil is growing up, I really wanted to instill the Filipino culture sa puso at sa buhay niya at sa utak niya, sa atay at kalamnan niya, na talagang maramdaman niya na ganito ang kultura ng mga Pilipino. So talagang sa mga anak ko, lagi kong pinapakita sa kanila na nag-e-effort talaga kami, magkakapatid, buong pamilya, na magkaroon ng time, energy, mag-spend talaga to be together. And right now, because 13 na siya, to welcome him, I invited all the family members and few close friends ni Kuya Kahil para i-join kami for dinner. And for tonight's episode, ayan, mag-shoutout tayo ng mga nagaluto dito sa Jensan na masasarap, no? I recently discovered, kasi pumunta ako ng birthday, guys, masarap yung ulam nila. Sabi ko, sino nagluto ng ulam nyo? Bakit masarap? Sabi ko, ganun, guys, no? So, hiningi ko yung contact number and finally nakuha natin. Ilagay na lang natin dyan, the Chubby Cook. Ayan, big shoutout sa inyo. Maraming salamat. Sana next time may discount ako. Namoy boy. Hindi, joke lang. I love sharing local business kasi I know how it is to be a business owner. And to be honest, deserve nyong i-shoutout kasi masarap yung pagkain ninyo. Ngayong gabi masira ang diet ko. So mag-protein lang tayo, wag tayo mag-rice. Ayun. So anyway guys, I'm waiting for the rest of the family members but the food is already here. Pabayaran lang natin. Waiting lang tayo sa final na bill natin. And I'll show you guys mamaya magkano na kaya yung catering ngayon dyan sa Jensan, sabi ng mga taga-abroad. Okay guys, dumating na sa wakas ang pagkain natin for Kahil's welcome dinner. And of course, my special touch ni Princess Higa, guys. I made my very own creamy spaghetti na paboritong-paborito ng mga anak ko. Ayan. Galing sa bahay. Niluto ko pa talaga to, guys. At tinuro ko na din to kay Bunny. Kaya pag si Bunny ang gumawa, hindi alam ng mga bata. Talagang nagugustuhan pa din nila talaga ng bongga. Ayun. Creamy spaghetti na beef. And good for 30 people. Ako nagluto nito. Pero pag si Bunny nagluto, parang ganun din kasi alam niya na yung lasa. Andiyan ang ate namin. Saan ang gulay ko? Talong okra. Dito na lang kanin gang please. Then meron tayong lumpiang Shanghai. Then meron tayong beef caldereta, garlic chicken, sweet and sour fish, and also afritadang chicken. So, let's see guys, no? Kung anong review ng mga natin mamaya. Kasi very important na masarap yung pagkain kasi yun yung nagbibigay ng cherry on the top. Oh, cherry on the top. And of course, hands-on ang mga kapatid ko kay Kahil. Pag sinabi ko sa kanila, guys, nandyan si Kahil. O, pak! Labasan ng mga vlogadag energy nila. O. Ganyan. Kaya mahal na mahal yan sila ni Kahil eh. O, diba? Sip-sip yung anak ko sa kanila. So si Kahil nasa loob, kausap yung pinsan niya and we invited some few people. Pa mga bisita ni Kuya Kahil, so he's going to eat with his cousin Ashley. Are you the same height na?
No, she's shorter than me.
Now.
No, I'm 4'7". He just grew taller.
Don't worry, it's not good if you're very tall.
Me?
It's hard to look for a boyfriend.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean?
You're taller than the boy. They don't like that.
Yeah, but for you. Where's Ashley? But for you, if you ever had a girlfriend,
Where's Ashley?
Walang kita naman ka na. Ansam na. May girlfriend ka na, no?
No!
Na-reject do guys ah. Show me. Spicy. Yan palang gusto niya? Yan gusto ni Lola mo?
What does that mean?
You like that? She likes that? Okay. Happy si Lola. Kiss Lola.
May share ako sa friends. Wow. Thank
Very
you.
spicy yan, Lola. Maing buntag, guys. Maing buntag, everyone. Nakaugalian ko na maglabas sa umaga. Magwalis-walis konti. Feel na feel natin. Hindi man natin ma-feel yung buhay sa probinsya, pero pilitin natin dito sa syudad. Kaya hindi ko talaga ito ginapasemento. Ayan, oh. Kaya kung hindi man lang yan dito, damo or bato, wag na lang. Ayoko ipasemento eh. Bisita-bisita ko yung garden ko. Gikalbo ko to, oh, ang mulberry. Kasi yung bunga niya maliliit. Hindi ko alam kung anong nangyari. So, gikalbo ko muna siya para hindi mapunta yung nutrient sa dahon. Grabe, kalbo sa kalbo talaga. And ang aking kalamansi. Daming bunga, in fairness. Hindi po ito natitira ng mga hinog kasi sinusunod ng mga bata. Once na nakita nila na ganyan na yung kulay, bukas or makalawa, may nakaabang na dyan. Ang liliit ng bunga niya eh. Nung dati, mga ganito pa kalaki yung bunga. Hindi ko alam ang nangyari. And update ng aking herb garden. Ay, gusto ko magluto ng ng pat krapaw. Ito kasi yung main ingredients ng pat kapaw. Meaning pat kapaw beef. Then pat kapaw kai is Thai basil chicken. Pwede din masarap din to sa salmon, you guys. Again, this is Thai basil. Iba to sa lemon basil. Ang bango niya. Ang sarap nito pag hinalo sa karne. Ito lang medyo nagtampo siya. Hindi ko lang alam anong nangyari. Siguro kailangan ko palitan yung kanyang yung kanyang paso. Baka mas kailangan niya na mas malaking paso. Etong lemon balm, mabenta sa akin to kasi lemon balm improves sleep and reduces stress. So, may mga gabi, like twice, 3 times a week, na eto ang tinitake ko bago matulog. Nilalagay ko siya sa tsaa. Kaya nakita nyo, halos madali siyang makalbo. So, ang ginawa ko, nagtanim ako sa gilid. Pinutol ko yung kanyang dulo. Ayan, ganyan na siya kadali, guys. Tulin mo lang yung dulo niya. Okay, tanggalin mo lang yung kanyang yung dahon na extra weight. Ayan. Pagkatanggal ng dahon na extra, itutusok ko lang yan sa lupa. Ayan. Ayan. And then, let's hope for the best. Kasi dito lang siya tumutubo sa gitna. Gusto ko dito din. Ito napakasarap nito talaga i-serve. Lalo na sa mga bisita mo. Yung after nyo mag-dinner. Syempre, kung hindi mga lasinggero yung mga bisita mo, no? Kasi pag mga healthy living yung mga bisita mo o hindi umiinom, pagkatapos mag-dinner or pagkatapos mag-merienda, eto masarap pang pares. Eto naman, this is eucalyptus. Si eucalyptus naman para siyang para siyang Colgate, no? Maganda to pag may mga ubo, sipon. Tanggalin natin. Ala, ang tuyo ng nito. At parang sobrang tuyo naman. Ay, eucalyptus pa pala yun. Hindi kasi ito masyadong nagagamit. Kaya masyado siyang madami. And then, we have here mint. Etong mint, ganun din. Maganda pag meron kang flu, ubo, sipon. And meron tayong kalimutan ko, parsley. Hindi parsley. Nakalimutan ko. Pero mahal to. Mahal to niya. Ay, may pangalan pala. Ay, hindi pala. Sorry. Mahal to sa sa mall. Masarap din to pang side dish. And lastly, ang aking, eto sobrang sarap nito ihalo sa mushroom or tawag nito, toge. Kung may toge kayo, gisahin nyo lang sa sibuyas, kamatis, at saka coconut oil. Tapos lagyan nyo nito. This is chives. From isa, naging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Naging 8 puno na sila. So, pwede na natin i-transfer sa much bigger na pot. But that's how they look, you guys. Tinanggal ko sila dun sa pile ng ibang mga halaman kasi nga nabubugahan sila ng init ng aircon. Ayan. And dahil today is walang pasok, sabi ko sa mga anak ko ay hindi nila kailangan magising ng maaga. Ganon din sa mga ganon din kay Bani at saka kay Ate Nami. Sabi ko enjoy nilang matulog dahil walang pasok ngayon, walang lakad. Ngayon ay pahinga mode ang lahat. So no pressure, may ulam pa kaming tira galing last year. May natirang ulam pa galing last year, galing kahapon. And ano pa ba, may kanin pa kami galing kahapon. So hindi kailangan gumising ng maaga para magluto. Nakapaglaban naman kami no. Pero nag-i-invite ulit ang mga kapatid ko mamaya kasi ang daming sobrang pagkain from yesternight. Gusto kong gisingin yung mga anak ko kasi wala lang makipagkulitan sa kanila, but let me allow them to sleep. Ngayon kahit na ay parang pupunta yung mga staff ko para mag-ayos ng orders today. So I guess I will update you guys on today's episode. Marami akong nakitang tanong no regarding sa pagbiyahe ni Kuya Kahil ng anak ko na 13 years old, mag-isa. So, I wanted to talk about that dito sa vlog na to para sa mga nanay na curious kung paano ko ito ginagawa. Lahat yan dito natin pag-uusapan. I will find time para ma-share sa inyo kung kailan siya nagsimulang magbiyahe mag-isa, gano'n na siya katagal nagbiyahe mag-isa, ano yung mga documents na inasikaso namin, ano yung mga problema na naharap namin, ano yung mga solusyon na ginawa namin, ano pa ba, madami. I will talk to you guys about that. So if you are interested, make sure na mapanood nyo sa episode na to. And I guess I'll see you guys ngayong araw. Much love.
A few moments.
Good morning. Saan ka? Hindi pag chinilas. Kuyawa sa pants. Uy. Mukha yan?
Wala ko na dala sa Japan. Nagot ko.
Stylish. Wow. Kaya pala ginasabihan ako ng buki. Kay over ka pala mag-outfit eh. Ba? Bagay sa'yo Hindi ako nag-expect na ganyan ang itsura mo sa baggy pants. Sorry na lang kayo guys. Kaya ang nanay ng tindera ng talipapa guys, tindera din pala. Laki ng bulsa parang maraming pera Siguraduhin mo magbalik ka dito, may laman yan. Maaga ka mag-uwi ba? Magdalena, ikaw ay saba mga mata, mga apo. Sige. Sa'yo uli Okay, ina lang na imong lalaki na naakay ginaulian pamangkin. Come, ali. Ano nangyari? Ito. Wala pa gani nag-grip. Breakfast muna. Cereal tsaka milk Ala, ang t-shirt mo capacity man yan. Kay morning man yan. Kay morning man yung t-shirt mo na. Hindi man yan sa'yo. Hindi kayo nag-hug sa akin na tulog. Nobody hugged me when sleeping. I'm so sad. As promised, gusto ko i-chika sa inyo itong pagbiyahe ng anak ko mag-isa, no? Kasi alam ko minsan madali ko siya ma-overlook kay sa dami-dami ng gusto kong i-share sa inyo ba. So So, nakakwelyo talaga tayo for today's episode. Pantulog, wala yun, no? So, tulog pa man ang mga bata, guys. Ngayon ko na lang i-chika sa inyo. So, andito yung bag ni Kuya Kahil na lagi niyang dala every time na nagbabiyahe siya. Etong bag na to, binili ko to sa kanya way back 3 years ago na. Yan, dito ko to binili sa SM and I'm very happy na hanggang ngayon gamit niya pa talaga. So, it pays talaga, no, to buy good quality bags kasi you're not actually paying for the brand. And I only paid lang parang 1,000 plus lang dito. You're paying for the quality. Basta original lang, no? So, eto ang bag niya. Isang gray medium size backpack. He travels with this every time pumupunta siya ng Pilipinas. So, let's just do a little bit of flashback. Si Kuya Kahil nagsimulang magbiyahe mag-isa. Pinakauna niyang biyahe mag-isa, he was 10 years old. Okay? He was 10 years old at nagbiyahe siya from Uganda, Africa to Thailand to meet his father for the first time after a long time. So, nung panahon na yun, ang kanyang biyahe is almost 24 hours. Ganun kalayo. Though he was a minor during that time, kailangan naming magbayad ng assistance fee. And assistance fee is there for a reason. They will really assist a minor. So, hindi masyado kami kinakabahan. Pero dahil first time, ang taas ng anxiety level namin ng tatay niya during that time. Kahil's father, he is a professional teacher sa bansang Thailand for a long time. I believe more than 10 years na, no? And he is already living there for good. Kaya naman, when he asked for Kahil, talagang kailangan ni Kahil tumira sa Thailand. And nung biyahe ni Kahil, he traveled from Uganda to Ethiopia kasi Ethiopia yung parang meet-up point, no, yung transit ng mga African countries from Asia. So Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, Uganda to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, around 2 hours, and then Ethiopia to Bangkok, I believe more than 12 hours, pero meron pa din kasing mga layover and transit. So, what made it easier was the assistance fee, and he flew by Ethiopian Airlines. At first, I really wanted him to do Qatar Airways during that time, no? Kasi Qatar Airways has much more, alam mo yun, mga magagandang reviews. But I said, let me do Ethiopian Airlines. They are also good. And yeah, they really assisted him. We paid some amount. I cannot really remember. And Kahil did his first flight alone as a minor with the airline assistance and with making sure na yung tatay niya lang yung magpipick up sa kanya sa airport. Ganun kasi yun, guys. When a child is traveling alone, walang yung pangalan na isusulat mo dun sa form kung sino yung susundo sa bata is the only person allowed to have the child. Walang iba. Hindi pwede proxy, hindi pwede authorization letter, hindi pwedeng ganun.
Not said vegetable, I said spaghetti.
Spaghetti. O sige, meron dun. Go. Ask, Ate na May.
I did naman.
Sige na, eat ka muna.
Still,
Huwag mo ilus yan, ha. That's my earphone ba, ya? For my ears. You like it? It's from the Monster University, I think. Yan si Chico. So, after that travel, di ba, nakuha siya ng tatay niya. He then traveled as agreed, sabi ng tatay niya, kapag pinayagan ko si Kuya Kahil na magstay sa kanya for good, he will support and make sure na Kahil will travel twice a year, every school holidays, which is Christmas and summer, sa akin, anywhere sa mundo. Imagine, ganun kagusto niya na makuha si Kahil that time. Na talagang alam niya yung anxiety ko, it attacks when the thought of not having Kahil really makes me sad. So, sabi niya, to make that kind of arrangement much better for me, talagang sabi niya, whatever happens, I promise you to make sure that Kahil stays with you twice a year, Christmas and summer. Yes.
I want to hear something here.
Mamaya lang, I'm still recording pa man. When I am recording, you cannot hear anything, okay? After I record lang. Kain ka muna, spaghetti mo, go.
I'm gonna wait when my spaghetti is
Warm. You want it warm?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, mamaya magpunta pa tayo kay Mami Wiwi. Andun pa sila Zeri, tsaka sila Z. Okay? Mag-brush ka muna mouth mo. Sige na. So, sabi ni Chico, a minute. Sana all. So, dahil doon, I felt good. And, by the way, 3 years later, since we spoke about that arrangement, he always came through. Yun yung maganda sa tatay ni Kuya Kahil because kung ano yung sinabi niya, talagang ginagawa niya. Especially when it's about Kahil. So, yun yung una niyang travel. And then, every year, he travels twice after that. So, 11 years old siya, 2 times siya nag-travel. 10 years old siya, nag-travel siya sa Philippines twice or once for that whole time na 10 years old siya. 11 years old, nag-travel siya twice, Christmas and summer as agreed. 12 years old, the same. And now, 13 years old. So, 13 years old, this is now the first batch ng travel niya as a 13 years old alone to the Philippines. And then, the next one will be for December, which is Christmas. Okay? So, the difference is at 10, 11, and 12, Kahil was traveling as a minor and we always pay assistance fee. But,
And where's our Christmas tree?
I kept it at the back. So now, ngayon na 13 na si Kahil officially, hindi niya na kailangan kasi last lipad niya, which was 12 years old pa siya, that was Christmas last year, 2025, I had to pay assistance fee pa talaga kasi sabi ng PAL, he's still 12. The policy is kapag 13. So ngayon na 13 na siya, I can still pay but it is already optional. Hindi na siya kailangan, hindi na siya need talaga. So yung tatay ni Kuya Kahil, pinalipad siya kahapon, the other day, from Thailand to General Santos City without assistance fee and he checked in alone. Drinap lang siya ng tatay niya sa airport and he checked in alone. Yun na yung mga changes ngayon. So what's in this bag? In this bag are the files of paper na lagi naming pinapadala sa kanya for the last 3 years na nagbabiyahe siya alone. I'm going to show them to you guys. What I like about this bag, madami siyang compartment. Meron siyang space for water bottle or mga simple niya lang na inumin. Meron siyang space for easy access na mga pera or whatever. Meron pang another zipper for more stuff, toys, books, whatever. Meron siyang space for documents. And yung last na space niya is for laptop or tablet or anything na gadget kasi meron siyang parang foam. So here, eto yung, guys, eto magtatatlong taon na din tong folder na to ha. Kaya nga sinasabi ko sa inyo, no, plastic lang ang nagtatagal. So kung gusto nyong mag-survive ang relationship ninyo, marunong dapat kayong maging sabay-sabay tayo, plastic. Ang pangit ng lesson ko for today ha. So, kidding aside, ayan. Kidding aside, eto guys, andito lahat ng mga documents na naipon namin for the last 3 years na nagpabiyahe si Kuya Kahil and we never remove them from this kasi alam na ng tatay niya na kapag umalis si Kahil ng Pilipinas or nagbabiyahe si Kahil, eto palagi dapat yung bitbit niya kasi andito na lahat ng mga items. Wala dapat mawala. So, every time na nagbabiyahe siya at may bagong document, lahat nilalagay namin dito. Kasama na yung mga old passports ni Kuya Kahil. So, if you are asking ano yung passport ng anak namin, sana. Diba? Ganun kaganda. Basta nag-co-parenting kayo, guys. Walang bitterness talaga. Kaya kina-advise ko sa inyo, no? Manood nga kayo dito. Kung nag-aaway kayo, co-parent kayo, nag-aaway kayo, manood kayo ng vlog ko. Kaya hindi nyo kailangan mag-away. Okay? Oh. Para ako si Teacher Rachel, no? Hindi nyo kailangan mag-away. To be honest, nag-aaway lang ang mga co-parents kapag hindi naka-move on. So, pag nag-aaway pa kayo, guys, pag isa pa sa inyo mainit pa ang ulo, ibig sabihin, may pagmamahal. Huy! In love pa sa inyo yung partner ninyo, hindi pa naka-move on. Kasi if naka-move on na yung partner ninyo, okay, at maayos naman kayo na partner, isa pa yan. Kahit na co-parenting na lang kayo, peaceful. Kasi sa part namin ng tatay ni Kuya Kahil, naka-move on na siya una. Oh. Let me say that, no? Honestly speaking, I believe siya ang unang nag-move on. Kasi syempre lalaki, merong mga ganito, merong mga pang tapal-tapal dyan, left and right. I took some time kasi nga sa kanya, inisip ko, siya na yung kasama kong tumanda, ganon ang kemang. I'm not scared of talking about this kasi wala nang bitterness sa amin. We are parents of Kuya Kahil. We are civil and casual. We are professional to each other. We treat each other with respect as much as possible. And our mere focus is actually Kuya Kahil lang. Anak, you're going to break that one. Please, wag. Kain ka muna spaghetti mo, go.
I'm waiting.
Mamaya, I'm still taking long pa. You're going to take long time. So, over the years, saan ba tayo na? Punta na tayo sa topic ng ex, no? But anyway, like I said, and let me just clarify this. Co-parenting, when both of you accepts na hindi nag-work out yung relationship and marriage ninyo, is the most amazing thing there is. Kasi, it shows two mature people na hindi selfish. Two mature people who are so mature enough to realize na hindi pala, pwede palang hindi mag-work out ang isang relationship kahit mag-asawa na. And you are very open sa thoughts na just because it did not work out, just because dalawa kayo miserable, it doesn't have to be miserable sa mga bata. Okay? It can still be a beautiful thing. It can still be a beautiful family. Kasi kung ako lang tanungin guys, I can actually spend time kasama ang tatay ni Kahil if it's just about the kids. Wala na akong feelings. I believe I moved on totally sa tatay ni Kuya Kahil. Mga 2 taon din siguro or 3 taon. Mga ganun katagal. Ganun katagal talaga, to be honest. Kasi nga, mataas. Sobrang taas ng expectation ko with that relationship. And it was my first ever mature relationship kasi nga nagkaanak kami, 'di ba? So, talagang nagmature ako ng bongga. I had my relationships before that, but we did not have child. Wala kaming anak together or whatever, 'di ba? So, hindi talaga ganun ka-mature. Pero when it comes to family relationship, yung level na talagang mature na, may anak ka na, may responsibilidad ka na, I really expected a lot, and then it was broken dahil nga alam nyo na yung story, kung napanood nyo yung story, bakit kami nagkahiwalay. And if you're going to ask me kung may chance ba kaming dalawa, I would say you guys, for the peace of everyone, I have only respect para sa tatay ni Kuya Kahil because naging tatay siya, because tinayuan niya yung responsibilidad niya, because kahit na meron kaming bagay na hindi namin napagkakasunduan, we always try to shift back as fast as possible na, uy, this is about us na, this is about you na, this is about me na, this is not about Kahil. So we go back to that, to that circle. Let's go back to that place where Kahil is the attention, Kahil is the sole focus. Why we are here together, ganon. So, over the years, nakatatlong passport si Kuya Kahil. This was, let me try to show you his face. Sobrang cute lang. Ayan, try natin. So, ayan ang mukha ni Kuya Kahil. That was when he was a baby.
Yeah, I see.
Kita mo?
Little bit lang.
Little bit lang. Ayan o. So cute na. This is Kuya Kahil. This was December 3, 2013. Pinanganak ko si Kuya Kahil ng February 2013. So, nakunan ko pa siya ng passport almost 1 year na, 'di ba? And then, 5 years niya to nagamit up to December 2018. Sobrang cute ni Kuya Kahil dito. Talagang kamukha niya yung tatay niya. So, pag may nagsabi sa akin, Madam, ganito, ganyan. Ever since pinanganak ko si Kuya Kahil, I only see the face of his dad sa mukha ni Kuya Kahil. Maybe may magsabi, Madam, kamukha naman kayo, may itsura, ganito, ganyan. Siguro, pero growing up talaga, kahit nung pinanganak ko si Kahil, talagang tatay niya yung itsura niya. Next is etong passport niya na ikalawa. Kinuha ko na to 2018 naman nung nag-expire. So, he's already 5 years old here. 5 turning 6. So, look at his face, you guys. I keep the passports very well. Ayan. See his face? He was 5 years old like you.
I want to see
Come.
when I was big.
Ay, you want to see when you were big? Si Chico na 4 years old, gusto niya makita ang mukha niya nung malaki na siya. Paano yan? Anong gagawin natin?
Kasi when I'm big.
Wala ka pa man nag-big. Small ka pa man, baliktad. We can see when you're younger, but you cannot see when you're bigger. Baliktad. Ayan na si Kuya Kahil turning 6 years old. Ano naman to ng 5 years. 2018 na expire ng 2023. And then lastly is etong passport niya na nakuha ko naman 2023 and then mag-expire na siya 2028. 2 years na lang. Okay, you can look ha. Be careful ha, kaya that's important. Okay, so this one nakuha ko to 3 years ago. So 10 years old si Kuya Kahil dito nung nakuha ko tong passport na to. Saan ko ba to? Davao. Umuwi kami ng Pilipinas and then nag-apply ako ng passport niya. Let me try to just cover. Ayan. Sana na-cover ko lahat ng mga kailangan i-cover. Okay. So, over the years, we accumulated 3 passports. All of them has travel stamp. Kuya Kahil traveled internationally, Thailand. Nadala ko din siya sa Vietnam. And he also traveled in Uganda, different parts of Africa. Uganda, he went to Tanzania, he went to Rwanda, he went to Singapore. Did I bring him to Singapore yet? Ay, parang wala pa. Ano lang, Vietnam lang pala, Thailand. And then the rest, Pilipinas na. Ayan. So, 3 passport. Next is, gani, but you be very careful. You can see these ones, the old ones.
Passport.
Ayan, nagising na din si Calvi. Good morning, my love. Morning, my love. Okay. Next, dito is, mayroon akong mapapansin ninyo, guys. I have all these things with me. This is, gani, si Kahil ng baby pa siya. This is unaccompanied minor envelope. So, ever since nagbibiyahe si Kahil ng Pilipinas, he only travel with Philippine Airlines. He only flies Cebu Pacific kapag kasama niya ako or si Mami Shinshin niya. But, he only travels with Philippine Airlines. Kasi, subo ko yung Philippine Airlines when it comes to minor, taking care of minors. So, lagi kaming merong ganito for the last 3 years. Ngayon lang wala kasi 13 na siya. This is unaccompanied minor envelope. Dito nakalagay lahat ng documents na kakailanganin niya and sometimes the passport as well. So, dito din nakalagay yung form kung sino yung naghatid sa kanya sa airport, phone number, address, details ko lahat, and then details ng tatay niya kung sino yung magpipick up sa kanya dun sa destination niya. Okay? Address, phone number, paano kontakin, mga ganun, lahat dyan. Then, next is, eto, lahat to. So, here, madami akong, hindi ko na ano sa inyo siguro, hindi ko na pakita, pero pipicturean ko na lang para makita ninyo. So, over the years, I gathered DSWD certificate of exemption. Okay? 1, 2, 3, mga 6 siguro to, no? Kasi parang 6 times na siya nakapagbiyahe alone as a minor. And, Kahil, what do you mean? Okay, ilalagay ko dito yung certificate of exemption na document sa gilid. But guess what, you guys? After completing the certificate of exemption for like 5, 6 times or 5 times or 4 times, we all realized, kasama na din ng airport and Philippine Airlines, na actually, Kuya Kahil doesn't need to get the DSWD certificate to travel. Ito yung allowed to travel. Kaya ang nire-release sa kanya ay certificate of exemption, which is hindi naman talaga niya kailangan kunin. Pero just to prove dun sa airport na exempted si Kahil sa DSWD permit to travel, kailangan ko lang siyang i-clarify with DSWD office. In short, hindi kailangan ni Kahil ng ganitong document. I just got this to make sure na confirmed at sinabi sa akin ng DSWD na hindi niya kailangan ng permit to travel. Kasi, take note, only for this reason, Kahil has a valid visa in Thailand. Ibig sabihin, sa Thailand siya resident, hindi dito sa Pilipinas. So, kailan na-apply itong certificate of exemption or hindi mo na kailangan kumuha ng DSWD permit to travel. But always check with your DSWD office, okay? This is, let me do a disclaimer, I am not connected or affiliated to any government offices, especially DSWD office. I am just sharing my own experience. It is still your job. It is still your responsibility as the guardian, as the parent, to check with DSWD kung ano ba talaga yung requirements ninyo if you want your minor to travel alone, okay? Huwag niyong sabihin sa DSWD office kasi sinabi ni Princess Higa, hindi na daw kailangan. Baka mamaya magpunta kayo sa airport, makipag-away kayo sa Philippine Airlines or Immigration. Sabi kasi ng vlogger na to si Princess Higa, hindi na kailangan. Bakit kayo hindi nagasunod kay Princess Higa? Baka ganun ang gawin nyo ha. Disclaimer ha. Share ko lang experience ko sa inyo. You have to clarify with your local offices. Ano yan? Ano yun? Picture niya when he was 4 years old. Ano? Ano sa? Chico. Okay. So, etong certificate of exemption, ibig sabihin, hindi na kailangan ng certificate or permit to travel from DSWD if, number 1, the minor is traveling with parents, mommy and daddy. Number 2, ilalagay ko dito yung picture para masundan ninyo. Number 2, the minor is a legitimate child traveling with his, her, mother or father. So, pwede siya mother or father pag legitimate. Ibig sabihin, sa birth certificate, kasal ba? Yung mga magulang or yung apelyido ng anak is apelyido ng tatay. Okay? Or kasal, I believe. Magkapareho ng apelyido yung nanay tsaka yung tatay. Something like that. Legitimate. So, pwede siyang magbiyahe kasama yung nanay or tatay niya. Number 3, if illegitimate yung bata or hindi kasal yung nanay at tatay during the time pinanganak ang bata, he is allowed to travel without DSWD permit to travel if illegitimate child is traveling with nanay. So, sa part ni Kahil, anywhere siya mag-travel, basta ako kasama niya, walang hassle. Next, if the minor is traveling with his or her legal guardian or adoptive parents, of course, with documents and legal papers. And lastly, if the minor is holding a valid pass or valid visa in the country of destination, sa case ni Kuya Kahil, he has a non-O or dependent visa under his father who's living and residing in Thailand. So, ibig sabihin, dito na fall si Kuya Kahil, hindi niya kailangan ng permit to travel from DSWD. Next is the minor is holding a valid permanent resident visa from that country, that he or she is living with parents abroad and their travel does not constitute child trafficking. Kasi itong documents ng DSWD is to prove to the immigration that they checked all possible documents and to make sure na hindi child trafficking yung mangyayari. Next, if a minor's parents are in foreign service holding diplomatic or official passport like ambassador or general or consul. Next, if minor is a foreign national, if hindi naman siya Pinoy, they are allowed to travel without the certificate of or the permit to travel from DSWD, or if the minor is a holder of foreign passport. So si Kahil, Filipino passport holder, he's a minor traveling alone, but hindi namin kailangan ng permit to travel sa DSWD kasi nga meron siyang valid visa pass sa Thailand, yung kanyang destination. So, I have a lot of this. And before you get this one, dati, before ko siya kinukuha, talaga ang dami ko pang papers na kailangan dalhin sa DSWD. And then later on, wala na. One time, Kahil traveled with my sister from Thailand to the Philippines and we got this paper from Embassy of the Republic of the Philippines na nasa Bangkok, Thailand to prove na yung tatay ni Kuya Kahil is allowing my sister to travel with my son, Kuya Kahil. And then I have photocopies of passport ni Kahil. I have school certificate of enrollment. I have photocopies of passport and work permit ng tatay. I have photocopies of passport at saka work permit ko. Nandito lahat. Passport ko, ID ko as a nanay ni Kuya Kahil. So all of this, guys, always goes to this envelope together with, where's the other passport, please? Sana isang passport ka, Calvin. Give me. So, other with this all, passport niya yan. So, ngayon, as 13 years old, mas madali na. Kung magbalik na si Kyle sa Thailand, wala na akong aasikasuhin documents. I only need to go check in as normal kasi adult na siya with his passport and his ticket. That's all. Okay? So, now, again, Kahil has been traveling for almost 3 years na alone. And he traveled for more than 5 times alone. Where most of them, the last few times we did pay assistance fee, but the last travel, which was 2 days ago from Thailand to Philippines, wala na pong assistance fee yun. Yeah. So finally guys, that's all there is to it. Sana naintindihan ninyo yung sinashare ko sa inyo. Sana ay may natutunan kayo sa episode na to. Sa mga nagtatanong kung nagta-travel na si Kuya Kyle mag-isa, yes, he does. Ano yung challenges namin? Yung una, syempre kabado, anxiety level to the max kasi nga alone, 'di ba? But if you're not willing or ready to let go of your child as early as possible, when are you going to be ready, right? So, making him travel like that, yung problema lang talaga namin, yung anxiety namin dalawa, tatay at ako, based sa safety niya. Pero dahil nagbabayad kami ng assistance fee, it actually solves that problem, no? And then another thing, sometimes, dinadala nila si Kahil, yung mga nag-a-assist, they take Kahil in a room where he's not given the signal, like, yung data or yung internet connection, so hindi siya nakaka-contact sa amin. And nag-aantay na lang kami sa destination. So nag-aantay kami sa airport, ganun ang nangyayari. And he loses talagang connection with us somehow sa part ng kanyang pag-transit. Isa pa yan na issue namin. So ngayon, as a solution, lagi namin siyang nire-remind na to make it a priority na magkaroon ng signal yung gadget na dala niya. Always ask for help and assistance. Regardless kung siya lang wala ng assistance, no? Kasi matulungin naman yung mga airport staff. Pahingi po ng signal, may wifi connection po ba dito? I have to communicate with my parents. I have to update my parents before I go to that room kung walang signal doon. That's how we solve that issue. Quiet na. Next is, ano pa ba, mga delayed flights, ganun, no? So, a transit of 3 hours sometimes becomes 5 hours to 6 hours just because of the delayed flight. But we always give Kahil that mindset, no? To set his mind that things can happen and they are not under our control. All he needs to do is be vigilant, be present, not be afraid to ask people in uniform. Laging ganun. Ano yung mga benefits ng pag-travel alone? Kahil is more mature than his age when it comes to traveling kasi he is aware that traveling you have to be present, you have to be aware, you have to be vigilant. Saan yung toilet, ano yung bitbit mo, ano yung documents mo, passport mo, boarding pass mo. You have to attend to your things. If you have check-in stuff and they're heavy, you have to ask. These are the things that he does on his own now. And when he traveled 2 days ago alone without assistance, he was very proud of himself. He communicated with me when he was already at the departure gate sa Thailand, Bangkok. Ma'am, I'm already at the departure gate. The plane is on time. Ganon, diba? It was amazing. Okay lang, but you move a little bit. What do you mean? Those are my stuff. Okay. Sorry guys, ganun talaga ako makipag-usap sa mga anak ko. Hindi ko sila ginabebe. So anyway, how did it help? It makes you more mature and smarter in the long run. I see a lot of kids travel. Tayo lang naman minsan mga Asian parents ang very kabado. Pero actually sa outside world maliban Pilipinas, ibang Asian countries, they are very open of letting their kids travel. Look at Singapore. Go to Singapore. Kids are already at the airport at 4 a.m. Kids walk on their own. Kids travel on their own. They commute on their own. They fly on their own. And they are very mature. And it's fun. So, yeah. So, in the end, Kahil managed to travel alone. So, ngayon, ititrain ko naman siya how to take care of his check-in bags and what should he do if mabigat or madami siyang dala. Yun naman ang ititraining ko sa kanya. And to take care of his belongings kasi we don't know what could happen sa airport. I want to make him, take things seriously. Not to scare him, but to make him realize that these things could happen. All right? So again guys, maraming salamat. If I forgot anything, please make sure to comment down below para ma-share natin sa next episode. I am very proud, Mom, and his dad is also very proud. He communicated with both of us simultaneously, like after niya akong tawagan, he tells me, Mom, I have to go, I need to call Dad, ganon. Mom, I have to go, I have to inform Dad. Mom, I sent Dad a picture, a message about the updates, ganon, 'di ba? So ang ganda lang pakinggan. And I'm very happy and fortunate and blessed that God gave us such a wonderful son. God gave us such a wonderful relationship. My son talks to me about everything, personal, private parts. Kung may problema, may masakit, sinasabi niya sa akin kasi I always tell him, you can talk to me about anything, especially if there is pain involved and if there's about heart involved, brain involved, you let me know. I am open. I can talk to you. I can listen to you. So when it comes to girlfriend crushes, I know. When it comes to things that are supposed to be only for him, he tells me when I'm concerned, you know. I tell him, you can talk to a doctor, you can talk to me, you can talk to your dad. And if ever you have the feeling that you don't want to talk to me, please let me know why so I know how to handle. If there's a thing that you want to talk to your dad and you feel like you're not comfortable, you talk to me and I'll try to see how we can handle, okay? They're young. We have to guide them. You guys, they are very young. We're not perfect parents, but at least knowing that our kids can come to us anytime and they can actually talk to us anytime is amazing. We can figure things out together even if it's not perfect, diba? So, final message, co-parenting is beautiful. Letting go of our children at our young age, letting them be exposed is a good thing. Nag-away na yung mga anak ko. And I guess I'll see you more guys on the next episode. Much love.
How about orange? Orange. How about boss